Ah, yes. The wasps rise as a result of very poorly thought out voting practices. Wasps have become the number one resource of our people. Oh. Ah, yes. Very good. Very good. My king, Kekona, not my king, Kekona. That's some interesting duality. What, this drink I have here? Oh, this is... Yes, some of you were correct. This is pure wasp juice alcohol. Almost everything our people have now is created directly from wasps and wasp product. Because some fuckers voted to get rid of bees. So there's no more honey for mead. That's all gone. It's all gone. Wilk. That sounds like another, like, that's a fucking, that sounds like a derogatory term. Like, that's like some, and I dare not say it. I dare not say it, but it sounds like the one Dave's trying to bring back. You know what I mean? Don't say it. Stop. Dude, I played some of that Wild Hearts game. Man, they really did just like copy Monster Hunter World. that one really is just like they really did just kind of look at it and like wipe a mouse over the entire thing, like holding left click, and then pressed Control C. And then Control V'd it onto theirs, and then change the name. If it ain't broke, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Cause I mean, it's not like Rise was good. like I'll take anything I can get, man. So I played like 2 hours of it. It was though, I didn't like Rise. And the more I get away from Rise, the more I think it's worse than Double Cross or World. Or many a Monster Hunter game I've played. The movement was cool, but I think it ended up just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I think someone said it very well right there. Rise felt very slimmed down. It was very, it was very, there was a lot, there wasn't, I don't know, man. It wasn't crunchy enough, yes. It was on the Switch, which makes sense. My guy, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is on the Switch. That game has less movement, less everything, but it's a lot crunchier. I mean, that's also not entirely fair because I guess GU is every single game ever that Monster Hunter ever had. So that's not really fair. Generations Ultimate is extremely limited. Huh? What? What did that guy just... Did he... Maybe I heard him wrong. Huh? What? Huh? Unless you're talking about just movement. Like, just movement. I don't know, man. Most people agree that GU is far and wide the most content in a Monster Hunter game. Very unlimited. Matter of fact, it's in the name. I would describe it as the least limited by name alone. I mean, if you like Rise because it has good mobility, more power to you. I'm definitely not out here saying like, oh, Rise was shit and anyone that likes it is a fucking absolute goon. But I didn't like it. And the more I step away from it and I get farther away from it, the more I realize I really didn't like it. And the real sign I have for that is that for me, Monster Hunter is a lot of like playing the end game and enjoying the end game. And I know one thing, I didn't play the end game of Rise. And when Sunbreak came out, I know for a fact I didn't kill any of those fucking anomaly monsters either. I fell off those games instantly. And that's my subconscious marker that I didn't like that game as much as I liked other Monster Hunter games. You know what I mean? I love the potion flex. I actually like tried to explain why that's an awesome mechanic to like Gmar a long time ago while we were playing GU. That I was like, dude, I love that when I have to eat food and like take potions and stuff in the game, my guy stops completely. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about, you idiot? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's an investment to do it, but you don't have to wait around for the meter to go up. You're committing to something to its full power, and then you get it, and you're done. You don't have to think about it or worry about anything else. You do it right, and you get it. And I got question marked. And I got question marked. People laughed at me. People left. You have to savor the flavor. Exactly. Exactly. I think with older Monster Hunter games is that it's harder to get used to the overall mobility again. I prefer the mobility of older Monster Hunter games to new Monster Hunter games. And let me explain why. I like my Monster Hunter fights being on flat arenas where things are semi-predictable, and instead I'm actually paying attention to the boss's mechanics instead of tumbling over rocks, slipping over boulders, stepping over logs, tripping off cliffs, being fucking hucked about. I just don't like a lot of that stuff. G use about as much mobility as I want. Genuinely. Are you going to try Wild Hearts? I've already been trying it. I enjoy it quite a bit. I mean, like, to be clear, it's not like I don't love World and the mobility of stuff like World. But, like, GU is always going to have a special place in my heart compared to other Monster Hunter games. But what I can say is Wild Hearts is literally a Monster Hunter game. To the point of almost like if you pulled up gameplay of Wild Hearts and you didn't tell someone it wasn't a Monster Hunter game, they may genuinely believe it was a Monster Hunter game. Is what that game is. It's almost plagiarism. Is what like that's how close I would put it at. It's almost plagiarism. Yeah. It's pretty bad out there. Is there any massively different weapons in Wild Hearts? There are a couple, but I haven't played enough of it to like break them all down. The hammer is fucking weird. There's a hammer, it's fucking weird. It's like a fucking clown hammer. It's like a funny hammer. Will you stream Wild Hearts? Absolutely not. I don't stream Monster Hunter style games. I streamed one time and I regretted it. Why? Because I enjoy playing them for myself. They are my comfort games, and frankly, I don't like streaming them. I don't owe you answers, but there it is. I've answered multiple times. That. He isn't comfortable with us. It's a slower kind of game to me. And I like to be able to kick back and just enjoy paying attention to it without feeling like I have to be funny. It's fun. It's fun to do that. He can have fun without streaming. Gasp! You are naturally funny, like a clown. Okay. All right. Like a funny guy you just look at and you start laughing at him and pointing. Biffo POV. I should have fucking had Biffo killed. I should have had Biffo killed. But I think we can all agree that I handled that encounter with Biffo expertly. I didn't make a misplay at that. I fucking had that game dead to rights on what it was gonna do to me. Don't worry, chat. The next king will be Biffo. We'll do Biffo next. In a post My Last Game society, Biffo has risen. Biffo Uchiha. King Biffo. Are we removing the counts though? I'm at least gonna bring in the other two factions that we didn't do. I don't know which one's gonna stay. I think the Grandees got like fucking owned enough by the random events that I think we saw enough of the Grandees. Get rid of the Barons. We barely even saw any Baron events. They didn't show up. And besides, if I have to hear the Grandees preach one more time about the religion of theirs, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'll lose my mind. Baron's kinda basic. We need someone that's kinda basic to make everyone else feel special. We need someone that's a basic idiot so everyone else feels like they're cool. Dadoy. And Dadoy, I say. Why is he always right? Look, it's about having... Look, because here's the thing. When I saw the Barons have an event on my fucking screen, I relaxed because I knew for at least 5 minutes I would be able to chill with something that made fucking sense. And then the counts would stumble in covered in like fucking like goo and be like, you gotta help me! You gotta help me! The corn came alive! The corn from the cornfields came alive! It's eating people! Help! And then the Grandees would stumble and be like, dude, you gotta help, my granddad came back to life, he's also eating people, help! And then the Barons are just like, I wanna joust people. You need them. You need them. The Barons won. As they should have. Honestly, chat, it's like a fucking... It's because everyone felt bad for them, I would say. They really did get owned. It feels like there should be a required one job every season for every single faction. Even if it ends up being 4 things I have to do a season. Because they just didn't get anything. Doesn't matter how we got there. Who's the real fool? Those who caused the dancing plague or the person who spent 3K failing to treat it? I know I didn't vote to pay for it. Chat. if I remember correctly, I was actually quite against paying for that bill. You guys voted for it. I didn't like fucking do a veto to narrow it to that. Actually, I may have. No, I didn't veto because I didn't know I could. Now, you see, that's the thing. You can track my loss from last session, truly, I think, down to the finances being doomed. And if I had known that I could veto that option, I think a lot of things would have played out differently. Because I wouldn't have been, like, in squalor for the rest of the game. You downplayed it early on, bro. That's on you. They were just dancing. And it's not my fucking job to help them. That's a local issue. That's an issue for local government to deal with. Up until the point where it's at my door. And then I see it. And then I start dancing. And then it's not anymore. You are the local government. Wrong. 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 King's definitely federal. All the nobles are fucking local, dude. Fuck that. That's your problem. My biggest regret is that I didn't tax everyone harder. That would have been my... If I could have typed in my own last words, it would have been that. I wish I had taxed everyone harder. Because if I could have taken all of your money, I wouldn't have been poor and then I would have won. I wish I could have taxed you more. Why can't I tax you every season? Taxing grandees led to a rebellion. I don't think that, chat, if you're going to tell me that the one fucking thing that resulted in that chat swarm rebelling was me taxing them, you're insane. It wasn't the taxes, it was the everything else that had been leading up to it for the entire game. It was not the taxes, it was probably mostly the debt. It was probably more of the debt. The debt and the pivoting to a new currency that wasn't ours. Well, it's not going to happen again. We're going to be fine. I also know that I don't have to be so aggressive with controlling everyone's objectives in the game. Because I have 3 fucking rounds to prevent people's shit from working out for them. Which was something I did not know the first game. So I can do more stuff to take care of my own stats. Your ambitions also fucked you because as soon as you picked one of them, they dive bombed. Trade did not have any value the whole game. Like, here's the problem. Ideally, I think the way to win as king is to have an ambition that aligns with the ambitions of another house. So you both scratch each other's backs. No one gave a shit about trade all game. So it was just me going like, guys, come on, vote for my thing. And everyone's like, why the fuck would I vote for his thing? I don't give a shit about him. But unfortunately, everyone picks their schemes after me. So I didn't really have a choice. I just had to hope it aligns. Well, unless I know the stats of everyone, because everyone instantly picks the meta choices. So if I know what people's stat spread are for their factions, I can pick something that aligns with stat spread. And have a higher chance of getting something. Golden Choice was such a meme, though. It, like, barely... Chat, the thing is that, like, it incentivizes people to vote for it, but no one ever needs that much money. Like, purchases were never that close on the auction days. They never were. So, like, it's kind of just a trick.
I think there needs to be more things to spend your money on than the auctions, if that makes sense. Because the way I was looking at the money eventually was if I use Golden Choice, I just get to tax it away from you at the end of the year. Well, that's literally all I was looking at it as, because no one was ever going to spend all of it. I'm basically still printing money. The buildings should be more impactful as well. I mean, the buildings were... I think the building part is fine. I think that those... Like, the last cycle of it was actually, like, genuinely a game changer situation. I think the buildings... If the buildings were any more impactful, it would fuck up the game, I think. I think buildings are fine. But there should be more stuff for people to spend their money on, I think. Also, I demand the ability to call out nobles and execute them. I demand the ability to do it in-game. Please. Now. Moose Cow should be dead. May we ask why? I don't like having people just really get in my way at all. Is that a good answer? I feel like that's not a good answer. And it's like, even if I have them banned, temporarily, of course, they can still interact with the the fucking extension. So it doesn't even matter. They're still just as powerful as they were before for their money. They can't. No, we're not gonna. I did that as a bit one time. I would never do that. I'm not gonna time anyone out of the game. But I do wish I could, like, execute nobles in game. Because some people really piss me off. I also do wish there was a, maybe there is. I wish there was a law that I could use that sways the vote, like forces the vote to sway more. Like I have a more influence, like a high value vote for the thing. Because I didn't see that one that was just like, oh, I can vote for it, and my vote is worth more than everyone else's. Reverse voting? Reverse voting I actually perceive as throwing. Because the amount of prep I need and like fucking social gymnastics to make the reverse vote actually play out the way I want is actually confusing to me. I would have to sell people on the option I don't want while all of them know I don't want it and can see that it's not good for me, so that I hope everyone buys into it. Or hope that everyone's so obsessed with some stupid vote that I can fucking swing the math. Cut your camera when reverse voting so people don't know. I feel like that's actually cheating. That's kind of just cheating. Because there's a reason there's an option to hide. Sam did that? Well, there's a reason that there's an option to hide the votes as a law. Right? There's a law for that already, to hide the numbers of votes. So to do it outside of like the actual law feels like, you know, I already do that with the like King's Choice law thing that I don't use because I just talk about the choices. I thought it was to hide the identity of the voters. No, it's to hide the amount of votes going towards anything, is what I think it is. Which means people can't follow the popular option. Oh, I need to get my coffee. That's why I feel like I'm about to fall asleep at the frickin' wheel. Hang on, I gotta go get my cold brew. I have it. I have the can. The final cold brew. Oh! Disgusting. It's a can. I cracked open. I gripped and ripped a can. Crack this middle finger. Why is this something that you are allowed to post in my chat? Why is that a fucking public emoji by, like, Google with a smile attached to it? Why is that? Why is that part of the People and Body collection? Why would they include this? Also, hey, Benji. Hope you've been doing good, man. Thank you for the raid. Thanks for the raid, man. These middle fingers have nothing to do with you. They have nothing to do with you. I hope you've been enjoying Wild Hearts. Benji's been playing the, Benji's been playing the admittedly good-looking plagiarized Monster Hunter game. I go ahead and steal every mechanic from a video game. It does look good. In the market, look, chat. It's like making a fucking good Souls. Like it's as if someone had made, Lords of Shadow. Remember that game? But it was good. You know what I mean? But it was good. It's like if Dark Souls actually had a good Souls-like come out for it at some point ever. You know, it's like like Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, not Lords of Shadow. That's fucking Castlevania, which is also a good game, by the way. Fuck people who say that game's not good. That was a good Castlevania game. You're just stupid. That was a good game. It was literally Tokiden 3, but they renamed it. As they should have. Now, I'm not going to say that if the game was labeled as Tokiden 3, I wouldn't have played it, but I wouldn't have played it because it was named Tokiden 3. And what I would have seen was Tokiden 3. And then I would have seen Koei Tecmo. And then I would have thought of Dynasty Warriors. Or some, like, insane game with 1 billion fucking sequels, and I would start getting stressed out. And then I wouldn't have bought it. Dynasty Warriors slaps, though. I don't know, I've never played it. Dynasty Warriors makes me want to rip my fucking eyes out. Says another chat member. Very different takes. But they also did Neo and Neo 2. Yeah, Koei Tecmo published those, but they didn't make Neo. Neo 2 was actually developed by, Team Ninja, who made Ninja Gaiden. As far as I'm concerned, and people can fucking argue with me all they want on this, I stand by Neo and Neo 2, I think, being the only truly competent Souls-like games to come out of the genre. Like, that are truly good. Like, 3D, large-scale AAA Souls-likes. Cold take? It's ice cold, I would say. Didn't you hate the final boss in Neo 2? Oh yeah, I thought it was miserable, but I've hated fucking bosses in Dark Souls as well. I too have had my bosses in Dark Souls that I've thought to myself, wow, that was fucking terrible. That was miserable. Isn't Neo 2 super grindy though? Maybe at launch it was, but I played the game through with like all the expansions at complete edition on Steam, and I used the punch build. I used the punch weapons, and there's a secret in Neo, and it's that the punch weapons are overpowered as shit. So I didn't really struggle to beat anything aside from like the final boss, because I walked up to most creatures and suplexed them into dust. Good game though. Good game though. I'm looking for it. What, they're making a new one, aren't they? Isn't there like a new one called like I don't actually know the name of it. It's coming out like relatively soon. It's kind of like more closer to Sekiro kind of thing. Wo Long. Looks fun. Looks like a fun game. I'll definitely play it. Dark Souls 2 best in PvP. I am a cultured Dark Souls 2 enjoyer to some extent, but I think PvP in Dark Souls and any Souls game is fucking heinous, and I will never, ever fucking do that to myself. Ever. I want seafood too now! Word, man. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but true. True. That guy gets it. He speaks the truth. He says what we're all thinking. I do want Sifu 2 or Absolver Remake. Absolver was such a fucking confused game. I don't want Absolve. Absolver was good, but so confused. Like, genuinely confused. I didn't know what it was trying to be at any fucking point. I want Faster Than Light 2. Possible. I want another Kingdoms of Amalur game. Keep on dreaming, bozo. Keep on dreaming, fool. But yeah, no, I would love that. I liked Kingdoms of Amalur. People, oh, Megalol Kingdoms of Amalur. I liked Kingdoms of Amalur. I thought that game was great. At the time. Who knows if it's aged well now? I played it when I was much younger. But at the time, I liked it. It has it. Oh, you play it recently? I just want a Bloodborne remake. Dude, that guy gets the Golden Copium Award, dude. There he is. The saddest one. You want anything involving like fucking Bloodborne? That's cope, dude. That's cope, man. That's cope. Silk Song is sadder. You guys, some people are so impatient for that. I mean, I guess it's been a while, but like, I just don't care. And when that game comes out, I'll play it, and it'll come out as a surprise to me out of nowhere, and it'll be great. You just gotta like forget it exists. Forget Silk Song exists, and you'll be happier. Free yourself. Free yourself. Just forget it exists, and then when it comes out, you'll have a great time. Hey, Tomato, you excited for Atomic Heart on February 3rd? The way you include the date makes me feel like you got paid to ask me. Only 10 more days until you get to enjoy Atomic Heart. I mean, if it's not absolute fucking beans, I'll play it. But, let's just say I watched the trailer and wasn't exactly confident in it. Let's just say I watched the trailer, saw the combat, and had my doubts on that game being good after watching the combat. But you played Callisto. Yeah, but Callisto was funny, and it's hard to argue that Callisto's first like 2 or 3 hours are genuinely like pretty good. It's just after those first 2 or 3 hours that game becomes fucking beans. But like the first part is like pretty good, that game. Melee focused Dead Space, boring Melee. The Melee, I don't know what they were thinking with that on Callisto. I really don't. I really don't. Tomato, did you know you can get a bacon double cheeseburger combo for only $3.49 at your local McDonald's? Oh my god. What a steal! No freaking way, man. No freaking way. That's epic. Epic! Dude! Dude! The Shamrock Shake is back! I have a question. I've never ordered a Shamrock Shake, but is it not in a cup and therefore difficult to see the color of the shake? Thus, the color of the shake being green is truly worthless and means nothing? It's clear. Ah, yes. The cups are clear now. Now? So people were outraged about this thing I'm talking about, and then they demanded, like all of them. This is what shows that I don't go to McDonald's. This is like what kind of outs me as a guy who doesn't eat a lot of fast food for McDonald's, I think. Because I'd have to be like, I'd have to be in a real state to order McDonald's. I'd have to be in a real bad state to get McDonald's in my system. You eat at the Bell instead. I haven't had Taco Bell in like a couple months. Taco Bell is like a quarterly event for me. Literally. Literally. It is a quarterly event. I do it once every quarter. A little alarm goes off. Like a ritual? Kind of like a ritual. Yeah. You stopped after poop day, SMH. You're right, chat. There's an argument to be made that I stopped after I was literally diagnosed with Crohn's. And I realized that my diet was important to my body and I couldn't poison myself anymore. You're right. There is a connection between these things. I couldn't just... at a certain point, I had to look at my body and go, well, should I put poison in it if I know now that the end result is worse for me than a normal person? Ignore it, Lamau. Ignore it, Lemieux. I could. It's just like, I don't need Taco Bell. Taco Bell needs me. All right, I was its greatest customer. I ate it every single day straight for the last 8 years. They actually emailed me the other day and they asked me to come in because they were going to close otherwise. And I laughed at them. I left them on red. I left them on red. Dozens of jobs lost. Not my problem. Not my freaking problem, man. The economy. Not my problem. To be honest, though, if I was gonna have Taco Bell, it'd be fucking tonight, dude. I haven't had Taco Bell and it's quarterly. It's due for the quarter. I can reinvigorate the market. It's time for me to give to get a fucking get some money injected directly into the market. Time for some stimulus. 3 Gordita Crunches, a Baja Blast, and a Crunch Wrap. Engage! 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 Can you really eat all that at once? Dude, Sam and I have similar dietary choices in our life. Sam posted that picture on Twitter and I thought easy. I thought a casual day. Even with doctors telling me I have an intestinal issue, even still, I could have slammed that shit down, and then it would be tomorrow's problem. That's the cool thing about a lot of digestive issues, is that it's the future you's problem. The you in the present gets to enjoy a delicious snack. Think about it. That's not me in the future. All I have to do is focus really hard on isolating the me now from the me then, and then I won't feel bad. When I wake up in the morning, I'm a new guy. You know what I mean? I'm a new guy. Yeah, and I mean, I can say this as present me. Past me fucking sucks, and I hate his guts. I hate his guts, and I wish he'd stub his fucking toe. But unfortunately, he's gone. So I can't get him. There's nothing I can do about him. Your Honor, time is a construct. I can't be held accountable for the things of the past because that wasn't me. Your Honor, you see, after I did all the horrible things I did, I meditated and committed ego death upon myself. This is not the same person. I am not the same person. I crushed my ego, you see. Your Honor, it was a different timeline. Tomato, are you going to try the all-new Dunkin' Donuts Midnight Brew Coffee? My brother in Christ, I can tell you one thing, that ain't new. All right, I've had that that's something I have ordered at least 4 times in the last year. That's not new. If you're gonna shill a product, at least get the fucking ad read right. You gotta fucking bring Dunkin' into my house? You're gonna fucking bring Dunkin' in here? In the presence of a true masshole? And fucking just bring up some bullshit thinking I'm not the one who fucking, like, tried it first? My guy? You think I ain't out here? It's all right.
It's just honestly coffee. Like, if you put normal coffee next to me and any brand of, like, super death coffee,
I'd be like, that's coffee. Because at the end of the day, it's all fucking garbage, like fast food swill. It's basically burnt water, yeah. They discontinued the Dunkaccino. No, bro! Dude, I have coffee at my house. I never order coffee from anywhere. Also, the Dunkin' near me fucking sucks.
I don't know if their toaster's fucked or something, but sometimes,
sometimes you just wake up and you want like a fucking egg sandwich, all right? And you don't have eggs in your house or some shit, so you order one with like some other crap and you get it. And it's always fucking burnt. It's always burnt! It's trash! Anti-ad. You ask me about any brand that is common in Massachusetts, or really basically New England in general, and I can absolutely slam them down with some bullshit they've done to me in the past. I have a book of grudges for every fucking fast food joint that's owned me at least at one point. Red Lobster, went there and they were out of lobster the day I was ordering food there. I wasn't planning on ordering lobster, but they were literally out and they covered it. They were like, we don't have lobsters. Because, I think my uncle was going to get, a lobster roll. And they were like, we don't have lobsters today. And, the baffling part was that it was near the Cape. It was a Red Lobster near the Cape. You can walk outside onto the sidewalk, and there's a lobster on the fucking sidewalk crawling by. And they didn't have any. Well, it's they should have closed. I know that's a classic joke, but it was baffling to me. It was the fucking most baffling thing ever. Because at least with truly, it's a true gimmick. A burger place, yeah, whatever. Okay, if they're out of burgers, that's yeah, it's a burger joint. But a lobster place is specific enough that it's baffling they don't have the one incredibly specific thing that they say is on their menu all the time. It's way more specific than that. It was baffling. Just close down. I will never forgive you for ruining Horizon Zero Dawn for me. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hey, at least I ruined the first one for you and didn't ruin it halfway into the series on the sequel, right? Why do you have that ready? I have it on the fucking feed still, dude, and it's never going away as long as people remain outraged. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? Sorry, I missed it. Can you show it again? Yeah.
I got you, man. I got you, man. I got you, man. I got you, man. I got you, man.
I spat my coffee. What a waste of coffee. You know, Dunkin's midnight dark coffee is actually on sale, so if you spit out enough of it, you can just get some of theirs. It tastes, it's like, it's basically spit too. It's disgusting, but like, you know, it's better than nothing. Certified biffo moment. Anti-ad. See, chat, I'm dunking on a bunch of stuff now because I think next week I actually have a sponsored stream. Not for a game. For like a product. I need to cash out. I need to cash out. I'm getting out of here forever afterwards. What? Yeah, I'm doing something on Wednesday for like 2 hours. I don't actually think it's gonna be 2 hours. I don't know. I established I was going to do it with my like agency that handles my like communications with businesses, and I've heard nothing since. I believe I know I'm doing something, and I have the day set aside, but I don't know what's like. I mean, I can't even bring up the brand yet because there's been no shaking of hands, and I'm not a fool. Being ghosted? No, I'm sure it'll just end up happening very close to the wire. There's one thing I know about the one other sponsorship I did for Blizzard. Tragically, I might add. Tragically, the only other sponsorship I've ever done. The bar is so low. Tragically, most of it was fucking fumbled until the very end. In like the last like 5 minutes before it was like going to be canceled instead. So don't worry. But it should be on Wednesday next week. But then we'll do something else right after. But don't worry, I have deliberately avoided doing anything regarding games. So it'll be something isolated from anything that I would actively want to do like cover on stream. So you don't have to worry. I'm gonna dump super hard on games still. Don't worry. Neil Breen sponsor. I fucking wish, dude. I wish. It's something food related. But I don't know all the fucking details. Just bear with me because please understand, I have I feel like I need to remind people sometimes I am in the process of still getting owned with that whole IRS thing. So I'm gonna do some stuff. Okay, I got it. I don't really have a huge choice. So some things just have to happen, unfortunately. Still, and likely until I die. and realistically, until I'm dead in the ground. That sounds threatening. In Minecraft. Sorry, I forgot to add the asterisk in Minecraft. Because I won't be able to afford to run my Minecraft server anymore. Are you in debit that bad? I am not in debit, nor am I in debt. Do you guys know how expensive legal representation is in America? at least $5.
At least 5.
I've gone into detail before. If you rummage through intros, you can find it. You'll have to watch every single one of them, ideally with ads. All right? Ideally with ads. But I'm okay. The fact of the matter is,
look, this is just, I just gotta do some stuff. I gotta do some stuff. Bear with me. I'm not gonna run any sponsorships that I would actively view as bullshit.
you have my word on that. I don't plan on doing that. Nor am I going to do anything that I feel like would conflict with my interests as a streamer to joke around and like do fun stuff. So we're not doing that kind of stuff. So don't worry about it.
Sirocco says, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Thank you.
Very kind.
Fell for the sub baiting. I'm not baiting anything.
Dude, as far as I'm concerned, across
Most streamers on this platform, I think I incentivize subscriptions the least, because half the people that even gift subs, I don't read subscriptions, and half the people that gift subs, I don't even see the notifications, and I miss it and forget to do it later. I suck at it. I suck at it. I sub legitimately to avoid the ads. That's the spirit.
yeah, that's the spirit.
Rest easy knowing that I as well do not run any ads. Any ads you see were forced upon you by
The higher ups.
I'm pointing at the ceiling.
I didn't do those.
So far, the only reason I would ever run ads is if Twitch made it so anti-consumer and viewer on their side automatically with ads that I felt like it would be more responsible to take control myself. I've got no interest in running any fucking ad incentive bullshit. I think it's obnoxious. I think it's obnoxious.
Radic X, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
And Sintail, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. And Mo the Half, thank you for the 5 bits. I mean, 500 bits. Not 5. 500.
Why is a colonoscopy ad playing? You should probably get one. If you haven't gotten one, you probably should. It's a healthy thing to check. Besides, like, Google probably knows everything about you, and if it thinks you need a colonoscopy,
You probably need one urgently. Just saying.
what do they know?
Guys, don't worry. The algorithm loves you.
The last thing the algorithm wants you to do is horribly die from some disease. Then you wouldn't be able to watch ads anymore.
Follow the algorithm's instructions. You have to. The algorithm loves you.
Blessed be the algorithm. Trust in the algorithm.
Oh, hell, the algorithm. $50 ago, a penny used to mean something.
Not much.
50 years ago was the fucking 70s. I'm not sure the pennies meant much even then.
something. 50 years ago was 2003. Huh. Huh. What? Huh? True, though. The math adds up. All right, let's play the fucking video game. All right. Let's play the goddamn video game. Time for me to suffer while everyone else benefits from my suffering. New houses? No, everything's gonna be the exact same. I'm going to keep everything as identical as before, down to the name. People will wonder if this is simply a continuation of the same session. Yes. Hang on, I'm gonna turn on the feed, because I think first things first, we need to customize our character a little bit, because this is not going to be the same character. This is gonna be King Biffo. Can I get green hair like the Joker? Can I get green hair like the Joker? Can I get some kind of funny green hair? I don't think so. I don't think I can get green hair. King Biffo. Fire Emblem King. I don't know enough about that to even understand what that means. I don't get that. True. Omega lol. Stop. Very kissable, King Biffo. Very kissable. Very, very kissable. People love King Biffo. If only he could see. If only he had eyes. Oh, I can customize everyone else. Oh no, those are my characters. I was playing in someone else's game. King Biffo, can't see. Blind. Monarch name. Biffo. Dynasty name. Uchiha. King Biffo of the Uchiha dynasty. They rise again. They rise again. They rise. They rise again. Yes. King Biffo. Yes. The houses this time, we're gonna do Chiefs of the North and Patricians of the Coast, for starters, which means we have one left over. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to deal with the fucking Grandees again. I fucking won't do it. And frankly, I don't want to deal with the Counts again. I don't really want to. They got a disease instantly and fucked my game. Instantly. They instantly got diseased. Which is why I'm kind of just like, I'm in the boat of just having the Barons hang around again, because the Barons are kind of like the idiot losers. But I feel like the Chiefs of the North are also going to fill the idiot loser category. You know what I mean? Like, I think the Chiefs of the North are going to be idiot losers. Like, they're going to be just as basic. You know what I mean? Well, we're not doing Grandees. Grandees are out. We're not doing Grandees. Mont, can you set up a poll? Like a vote between the Barons and the Counts. I don't want Grandees. But I'll put it between those two. Thank you. Still triggered about the Grandees. I just saw all of their shit. They've shown me everything they can do. The Grandees have seen enough screen time. Is this biased? This is a little biased, the poll. It's a little biased. But it looks like, well, it looks like things are gonna swing towards the counts anyways. It speaks the truth. Hang on, it's actually getting pretty even. If it gets even, I just choose and no one's gonna like what I choose. You don't want me to settle the vote! Grrr. All right. I guess we're playing with Grandees after all. I guess we're going with Grandees because you guys 50-50'd the vote out of spite, like you always do. Get in the game! Get on in. Come on in, everyone. Sign on up. Make sure you have your extension enabled as well. Make sure you have your extension enabled before we get in. Now, I'm going to assume most people are, hopefully, at least a good amount of people here, saw the last stream and at least know how the game works, because god damn. It does help to know a bit about how the game's actually going to play out. But I'm not going to explain anything. How do I unjoin? I don't want to be Grandees. I think you have to like actually just leave and go to a different stream. Who do you want to win this time? Not the Grandees. Dude, here's the problem. I picked this because I didn't want to settle on like 50-50ing between the Counts and the Barons. But I actually truly, it's gonna be really hard to beat down my bias hatred of the Grandees. I want to go into this game totally free of the last round, okay? I need to isolate myself from how much I fucking loathe the Grandees faction. Like, because right now the Grandees are basically working as the heel of the entire campaign. I hate them. And I need to get away from that because it's not fair to them. It's not fair. Because everyone playing right now, they didn't choose to be a Grandees. They didn't choose to be born into shit and like garbage, but here they are, and they're gonna try to make the best of it. So I need to give them that chance. So I hereby declare that King Biffo of the Uchiha dynasty, as of this moment, is looking at these factions as new entities. I will not associate the crimes of the past with the new Grandees faction. That I can assure you. Asterix, he will try to not associate. He will try. See, this is like an interesting dynamic though for the grandees this time, because this time a lot of people playing grandees clearly don't want to be grandees, and they're like kind of like a repentant faction that doesn't want to be grandees, and that might actually be an interesting dynamic. They're going to throw. They're not going to throw. They're not going to throw. I'm not going to sentence grandees to that like expectation. All right, we are going to get in though. We're going to get in. Ah, yes, here we are. Damn, dude. The Chiefs' fucking stat spread sucks. Well, I guess they're going military. It looks like my best plan is definitely to make my fucking goal military, because the Chiefs don't have a choice but to work with me, because they are actually a truly faithless raider society by the look of it. Money's looking good. Everything's looking good. Let's go. Let's head on into the coronation. It's time. First of all, coronation. All right, chat. First thing we have to do is decide how I'm going to be welcomed into my wonderful new position. As we all know, the council decides how I'm welcomed in. Do not throw me in the river, please. I'm begging you, please, 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 please. We all know the choices. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Invite foreign dignitaries. Show off our wealth. Throw the king into the river. Or outdated traditions, there's no need for a coronation at all. I mean, if I had to choose between the river and the one where nothing happens and I lose authority, I'd take the fucking river, I guess. I mean, I would take getting hucked into the river. Don't spend my money! Wait, no! I can't go into this poor. I'm gonna have to veto every fucking treasury option for the rest of the game, aren't I? You're trying to actually bankrupt me immediately. Dude, stop! We're not wealthy, dude! Please, dude! We don't have the money! That's all of my money! When the dancing plague comes for you, do not look to me to save you. You'll be knocking on a door, and you'll look over to the window, and the lights will turn off from inside as I just like fucking get away from the window and the door, and I go like to the basement or something to hide from you. All right? Do not look to me when the dancing plague comes. Guess we're inviting foreign dignitaries so Biffo can show off his wealth. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celeste Oth, and it's only appropriate to you show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on a golden podium. An odd crowd includes such influential figures as the Dukes of Saul, the Princes of Tavalin, and even the Pearl Bearer from Atesh. Lucrative trade deals are struck in the evening's feast. Well, everyone's very rich now. I mean, that's good for everyone. But, the problem is, I don't think I get any return from our trade being good as a collective faction. You know what I mean? Does that impact my taxes? Like, does that improve how good my taxes are? I hope so. Because I'm gonna tax the patricians are gonna see that things come back around, okay? I'm not saying that's how it's gonna play out, but I'm saying the patricians are looking opulent right now, and I will not tax the rich as long as you vote for me. I want to make that clear. That seems to have worked in the past. Only the Grand Pensionary of Kurth is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy. Okay. Council introduction next. God damn it, I have to meet everyone. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Okay, I'm gonna introduce myself to the chiefs of the North.
Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with us lot,
Says Chief Ghostlulz. Okay, man, weird. Weird that you came in with such, like, a heated introduction. Weird. But yeah, you're right. You're gonna be a whole lot. Patricians of the Coast. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. I actually, like, just made you guys filthy fucking stinking rich, so I guess I've already done my job. Lord Patrician Hubelshank. It's the same guy? What do you mean it's the same guy? What do you mean? Did he just change outfits? Or is this someone that popped up in the other game? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Grandees, Rovi the Ninth. Grandees, it's lovely to have you here. I'm not going to say anything mean, even though my literal first instinct was to dumpster you the second you walked in the door just now. I'm not going to say anything. I'm actually quite happy to see you here. No one boo. No one boo at the Grandees. No one boo at them. Come on. Relax. They're trying. They're trying to make up for the mistakes of their past transgressions. And with that, the introduction. Ironically, I know for a fact people that are booing are ex-grandees from the last game that simply are untraceable. There's no paper trail. So they're just booing at their old team because they think it's gonna get them, like, publicly on the right side. Alright, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what's gonna be like? I hate the kingdom. I hate the throne. Damn, actually, in this game, the Grandees really get even less land than before. The coast is kind of, a lot. All right. It sucks that I have to pick this before everyone else picks theirs. Okay, I gotta pick my goal. Last time I did trade, it bit me in the ass really hard. Conqueror would probably work out with the Chiefs, but that wouldn't really work out with anyone else. It seems like both Grandees and Patricians like trade. It seems like we all gain if we go for trade this time. Money might actually be a better play this game. I picked it in the wrong... The Chiefs won the Super Bowl, that's all I'm saying. Money didn't work last time, but I think it's short-sighted to assume that things will play out the same as they did. And with how high the trade is on Grandees and Patricians right now, if their goals align with anything involving trade going up or down, they're not going to want to fuck with it. So it might actually be a choice of cooperating rather than fighting each other. Which means the chaotic faction could end up being the Chiefs this time, who have nothing but military on their side. Can we all, as a collective kingdom, agree that we like money? Other than the Chiefs, you guys can hang out outside. There's some rocks you can throw around if you want. Can we, the people of the educated people, agree that money is cool and epic? Yes. We love money. I'm voting for it. I think it's got to be trade again. It just makes the most sense. Or no, stability. The problem is, here's the thing. Stability sounds fucking great. Like, stability authority, things that no one gives a fuck about. But the problem is, the second that a thing comes up that raises stability, an option next to it is release a bunch of wild bears into town. So I'm never gonna get stability up. Stability is an impossible to raise thing when I need it. It's only when I don't care about it that it goes up really high. Because stability is always, like, a raised stability is always next to some other bullshit. I think it's trade. I'm gonna try to raise trade again. Even though I'm, like, low on money. I think it's trade.
We are going to raise money. Halo Goalie, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I know it didn't work last time, but this time, stat spread's looking a lot more towards trade.
Thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
Chiefs of the North. We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Biffo. How do we make that happen?
You see, what I like to think is that King Biffo in this, Biffo the clown in this alternate reality dispatched the last king from the last game. And because they looked somewhat similar at the time, everyone just assumed they were the same person. And then he grew out his hair.
How do we make that happen?
Yes. How?
Intimidation, prophecy, or hornblower?
Raise authority, raise others' defiance, or lower all faith.
Those are your options. You have 20 seconds to decide. Chiefs.
It goes fast. Raise authority is a wild one. So let me get this straight. This is interesting. So what's happened here is that the high military faction has picked a choice that actively is going to make it harder for any revolt to ever happen. That's hard for me to argue with. They want me to raise authority. What is this, like, Giga Chad approach?
So in order to win, they basically want to raise things that help me.
Dude, I kind of like the Chiefs.
I kind of like the Chiefs so far. They're kind of looking pretty good right now.
The Chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new monarch rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant.
Okay, fuck you guys, though. Like, also fuck you guys.
But yeah, it is King Biffo. Who could deny that he's a bit mad?
To advance this scheme, the Chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons.
So what I'm going to do, all right, is I guess totally fucking biff it in Biffo style. For the next 2 seasons, I'm gonna get a little loose and crazy with it. All right, is what I'm gonna fucking do. Don't you dare.
It's in Biffo's nature to get a little crazy. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Biffo. Something must be done. Prep yourselves. Subterfuge, lower stability. Doppelganger, lower defiance. Corruption, lower authority.
Wait, guys, don't pick that one. We have a competition between the Chiefs and the patricians. They are actually fighting.
This is a real fucking fight, chat. So Chiefs and patricians are going to be tearing each other to shreds out there on the arena.
One wants authority risen. One wants authority lowered. But how low? That's the question. It might not conflict.
The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting take, patricians.
Money.
But first, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons.
See, but here's what I know. There's no way the patricians' next objective doesn't involve trade being very high. I want trade very high. So what I actually want to do, and so would the patricians, logically, because their next step would be high trade. So what I actually want to do is help the chiefs. Because if the patricians never get their next step, none of it matters. But if the patricians sandbag me, they'll never get their second step. It's the counts all over again. We had a deal. Chat, right now I'm just in the fucking theory crafting phase. I don't know how it's gonna play out. Besides, none of it fucking matters because it's all random events. All right, we don't know how things are gonna play out. It's all so random that all I can do is be like, I wonder if this will happen like this. Remember, there's 3 fucking win conditions. You're only on the first one. So we're just seeing how everyone's going to be working with the first part of the game. But Grandees, get yourselves together because you're about to have your vote. Witch hunt, fervor, or excommunication? Highest faith, raise own farming, or lower stability? Highest faith again. That's just, you're just bullying the Chiefs, dude.
You're just bullying the Chiefs.
Gah. Why should I be surprised that the Grandees did the same thing the old Grandees did again? There's all sorts of heresy in the capital. We've already read this because it already happened. So essentially, Grandees want their faith to be higher than everyone else's. So it's in the patricians. Patricians are the only people in this race to stop the Grandees from moving forward. Because chiefs don't know what Jesus is. They think it's a seasoning. Lower kingdom's authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Raise the kingdom's authority to at least 5 in 2 seasons. Interesting. An interesting spread of objectives. Fascinating. Oh, god damn it, it's the Grandees are the only people that I get to hang out with again. Why, man? I want to hang out with the Grandees. I don't want to hang out with the Grandees. And their first thing is a bill level again. I'm going to the honor guard.
Now that you're the king, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now. Yeah, I guess. What are my options? I mean, I already know who I'm going to get.
Tell me about the Northern Warriors.
Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all. I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable in a fight, unbeatable. Coastal gladiators, a gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. We're not getting the battle nuns again. I've made my decision. I'm not gonna be fucking buying mercenaries. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the Northern Warriors. I want the Vikings. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes.
One of your courtiers faints. Oh my god. Nasty boys. But the nuns, man, I already got the nuns. They were last game. I wasn't going to get the nuns again. Both of these, I think, are bills.
Your Majesty, merchants in the south are complaining about bandits. The southern roads are too dangerous to travel, even with guards. Gangs of highly organized, well-armed highwaymen will ambush merchant caravans and steal absolutely everything.
I'm vetoing A.
Well, A's getting a firm veto.
Thank you.
What we have to do is rout the bandits with military might. Ain't that right, chiefs? What we have to do is send the Vikings down. Ain't that right, boys? Yes, brother.
Or fucking bill me again, spiraling me back into bankruptcy. Punishing all of us with an identical game to last time for the next 4 hours.
It's close. It's close.
30% chance to succeed on the military thing. Otherwise, people are gonna pay. We're sending a battle-hardened regiment. They're probably gonna fail.
They succeeded! You send a battalion of the South's hardiest veterans, experienced in fighting on foreign fields. If they can't root these bandits out, who can?
The operation is a complete success. Within a month, the southern roads are perfectly safe. If you don't mind riding past hanged carcasses of bandits. Not bad. Didn't cost me a fucking cent. Stability rises. I like seeing stability rise. An invitation.
Your Majesty, it is a singular honor to invite you to attend the annual Night of the Seven Pyres celebration. I don't want to go to that. Oh, fucking what? Okay, seriously, what the hell? Okay, bye. Yeah, I didn't want to go to that. Yeah, hi. Half of the factions want me to have the highest stability and authority ever. I'm not going to your fucking parties. Guys, come on. Like, we can all agree that I have some more important things to do than go to anyone's parties, right? Like, I should probably be, like, dealing with other shit. And we kind of need, I'm kind of low on money, and most of these parties come with bills. And I paid a lot of money so we could raise the trade value. Funding time, funding time.
This is where the battle is going to be. Is on the monument and the theater for the chiefs.
There's also the patricians.
Boy, oh boy, it might be really easy for the grandees to get their first objective this time. That's gonna end up just being how it plays out. I think the grandees are getting a free first objective this game because there's no one to compete with it.
The only way I think this plays out is A and B deadlocking. Friendly reminder though, chat,
If you overspend once something no longer matters, you are wasting your money for nothing. Remember that. That is a mechanic. Like, if your thing goes through and you put $1 billion into it when it only needed 1,000, you lose all that money. It's gone.
A and B significantly in the lead. The observatory behind.
Remember, if you vote for something and it doesn't get pushed through, you don't pay for it.
That means that if the observatory catches up to the theater, it will go through. But if the theater catches up to the monument won't go through.
They got so distracted. They got too distracted. The split is wild. The split's wild, but the monument and the theater look like they're going to break even after all. Which is probably the best thing to do.
It was close, though. It was close, though.
Nothing changes. It didn't do anything. Yeah, but like, eh. Yeah, but like, eh. Oh, look at that. The North are going to be ignored for the whole game by the looks of things. A shame.
Disquiet in the South. Your Holiness, my knaves accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me. Worse, they're throwing down their tools and burning their belongings, saying they want to live an ascetic life, and that I should do the same. They want to have more exercise? No, not athletic. Ascetic. I don't even know how to fucking pronounce that, dude. I hope I'm saying it right. They don't want to be pinned down by worldly possessions. But burning them is quite the overreaction. I am not approving of burning things.
Okay.
The ringleader of this movement is a philosopher called Ortega. She calls herself a voice for the ninth god. And the peasants hang on her every word. They'll be at my door any moment.
I will not stand by this. I will not stand by this. I will not allow this. Am I willing to waste my veto to prevent Grandees from gaining more faith when I really, truly believe there's no way that anyone catches up and stops their objective? I don't think so. But I know that everyone else might like to see Grandees lose money. I don't think anyone can compete with Grandees' first objective, is the problem. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they get a freebie. There's too much distance. But we'll see what happens.
It looks like what people are doing is voting for the Grandees to pay up a significant sum of potential money. If things go poorly, the Grandees will lose out on some funds, which could fuck them up in the future on the next bounty, on the next auction. Or make money. This is a risk. It's a risky play. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Fire the troublemakers and hire new servants from the coast. Oh, man. The coast gains, the Grandees lose. We love money. We love money. The income is up. Business. It's just business, you see.
The patricians welcome the extra cash for the use of their peasants. But meanwhile, more and more southern servants discard their possessions to follow Ortega's teachings.
As long as trade doesn't go down, that's all I care about.
Spouse time.
Actually, pirate time. Pirate time.
You must do something about the pirates that have been plaguing the coast's ocean trade routes. I lost a whole shipment of fine silks. And they killed the crew, of course, and it won't be cheap to replace that. Damn.
Dubimo's wealth, he's poor as shit.
Guys, just Dubimo.
Just Dubimo.
Everyone else, look. An L to Dubimo.
Well, I can't pay the pirates, so that's right out. I will not let trade go down. I would sooner watch the patricians burn. Besides, patricians, I think we can all agree the worst thing we could do right now is let trade go down. I'm going to make the decision for you because otherwise the grandees will try to punish you for it.
We take random chances. We gamble here on the coast.
We take our chances. Boo.
Chad, I need trade up. I'm not gonna. If I have an even chance of keeping trade up on the grandees and the fucking patricians, I'm gonna take it,
even if it's riskier. Illusion of a choice.
Go on, vote. Go on.
It's probably gonna fail.
Order the coast navies to patrol the sea routes. Ooh. Hey, the coast?
Everyone died. Everyone died.
It's okay, we don't need it. Now we don't have to pay them. Maybe we think about this realistically, patricians. Now we don't have to pay them.
Ghosty weaklings.
Dude, the Chiefs are just over here playing their own game.
Now we raid them, Giga Chad.
All right, well, they're dead now. Your flagship is sunk by cannon fire. A pirate captain with some magical talent summons a kraken from the depths, destroying several of your galleons. I don't want to lose money. Please don't cost me money. It didn't cost me money. Dude, honestly, chat, last game I focused too much on taking care of all the factions, and I think I need to watch out more for number 1. Okay? I focused too much on everyone's collective stats and not enough on my finances. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. I think I need to care less. Okay. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, blah, 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 I have to talk to my mother. Mama, I don't want to get married. I'm not interested in love. Biffo's only interested in goofs and gaffs and jokes. Mama. This is a royal marriage. Love means nothing. Then anyone will do. I'll send out messengers, okay? Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy. The chiefs do get their thing. Foretelling the rise of a tyrant king and the warrior who will overthrow him. Congregation of God speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing. I can't even be mad at the chiefs. I like literally can't even be mad at the chiefs. Like, they've done nothing to hurt me. Like, that's the problem. I can't even be mad at them. A congregation of God speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing the supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly, "Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good, and we are blessed. Hala will be our monarch. All hail the Lord Render." Cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over Hala's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the North alive, and shortly Morgana will bless us with power to the crown, Hala. They must lower their faith to 4 in 4 or less seasons. This is... The Chiefs have actually gotten a god seed where they can't lose the game, I think is what's happened. Basically, everyone has to force... This is like a rigged level of winning for the Chiefs here. They are getting a huge W with these events. Now, who do I tax? Yes. I'm sorry, patricians. We are poor enough. It's gonna cut. Look, okay? Look. All right? Look. Here's the prop. Give me your fucking money, grandees. Are you kidding me? You guys been pissing me off already all day. You think I'm gonna let you just fucking push me around? Give me your fucking money.
Give me your money. Tax the church.
Tax the church.
The cult spreads.
Oh, boy. There's a problem with the followers of that southerner Ortega. Her teachings have spread to the coast.
God damn it.
Worse, she's getting stronger. She's performing miracles, healing a woman's broken arm with a single touch, curing an old man's blindness. All over the coast, the workers are throwing away their goods and cursing the patricians for their greed. They're clashing with priests, even starting brawls and...
I have to kill this girl. Ortega has to die. I have to kill him. I gotta kill him.
Katie, kill them! For me now.
They're going to fuck with the trade. They're gonna fuck with our trade. We must kill them. We must kill them. We must have them assassinated for this. We must kill them now! They must die!
Dude. Dude. You guys really want to leave this to chance, huh?
You just want, these fucking patricians just want my authority to fall, dude. That's all it is. They just want to see me fucking lose some grip. Fine. Let's see. Let's see if I really don't have it. I don't have it. All right, fine. The Ortega disappears. I don't even lose authority, by the way. I didn't even lose anything. Owned. Oh, oof, a little embarrassing now, huh, patricians? And after I didn't tax you, I'm gonna remember that. Well, let's check out the pirate queen.
Your esteemed highness, our pirates are more aggressive than ever. They follow a pirate queen who calls herself the Bloody Gull. She's established a stronghold on a tiny speck of land called Spiderheart Isle. According to our spies, she's growing every day in power and wealth. What are we to do? Only half of our trade vessels reach their destinations.
Well, we can't let trade go down. Man, we are poor. And too bad we don't have a military. I have no preference. They both are kind of beans. But the bounty might pay off. Maybe. Maybe the bounty pays off. Or maybe it backfires in our face again. Chat, this is definitely looking like a shorter game. Specifically because the Chiefs are about to roll everyone so fucking hard, and there's really nothing anyone can do about it. They've got every stat they need. I bet their next one's military. High military, and then they instantly win. We'll probably do a second run after this one.
We're gonna put a bounty on Bloody Gull's head. It succeeded.
A month later, someone arrived at the palace. A broken-nosed fellow in a stained coat. He's carrying a bloody burlap sack, which he thumps onto your table.
I solved your pirate problem. Weren't easy. Now give me my money.
Check inside the sack. Yep, it's a woman head. You're not sure what you expected. Please confirm this is them. Reports from Spiderheart Isle are garbled, but it certainly seems that the pirate queen has been killed. I think our grubby friend is telling the truth. How'd you do it?
They called me Topcoat. I was a pirate captain and a friend to the Bloody Gull once. That was before she started demanding I call her Your Highness, telling me how to bow and scrape and such. But there's no queen of the sea. So when I saw your bounty, I thought I'd correct her of her delusions and make a pretty penny doing it.
Well, let's see here. No matter what, here's the thing. It's more beneficial to me. And I don't want to start any fucking arguments. It's more beneficial to me right now, from the looks of things, to keep the patricians in the game. Because I also save money. Because I need trade up. And I can bet somewhat reliably that if trade is up, patricians will want that for their next point. The Chiefs are already set to go to phase 3 no matter what without any competition. So why don't I just keep everyone in the game? We'll all have a bit more fun, and I'll get to keep my fucking money and not go back into bankruptcy RP for the rest of the fucking stream because that sucked last time.
And all I'm gonna say is this. If the patricians didn't want this choice, maybe we shouldn't have voted to, like, pay all of my money at the beginning of the game to, like, traders.
I'm not paying this guy.
Once the frightful fellow has been escorted away by your guards, you reflect on a job well done. The gull is dead and at no cost to the treasury.
Oh, yes. That is exactly what I like to see. Money in the bank.
I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. All right, whatever. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall. All right, let me see them. This is Skuld, firstborn son of the Northern Rift's Salt clan. Handsome, isn't he? Apparently he's also exceptionally well-mannered and agreeable for a northerner.
Okay, next.
From the coast, we have Octavia, the wealthy heiress to Lady Patrician Snaky Magica's estate. She's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare among the coast.
Okay. Could be worse, could be a lot better. She likes money, all right.
And finally, from the south, Bald! Oh boy, it's happening again. It's happening again. Egg Meta. Ada, the eldest daughter of Donunt, 23 lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun.
Dude, I don't like the look of her. And it's not the baldness, it's the eyes.
Oh, I've made my decision.
Yes, I've made my decision. I have. It's gotta be Skuld. It's gotta be Skuld.
No, God damn it, it's gotta be Ada.
I think it has to be Ada. As much as I fucking hate it, I think it has to be Ada. Because that's the only one I gain anything from reducing the defiance of. Because the last thing, here's the fucking thing. One thing I learned from last game, if you guys have the choice to revolt, even if it backfire, even if it's truly not the right option, you'll fucking take it. So I don't want anything higher than 3. So I'm getting Ada so that shit drops, because I also know the Grandees are the most revolt-happy psychos. It's the right decision.
It's the right decision. Next season.
In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
Good news, my friend. The palace officials have been accepting my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption.
What are you getting in return?
Oh, not much. A better seat at the council chamber, access to the king's room when he's out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the king's staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidder. So what next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the chancellor and the rest of the king's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the king. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the king as an incompetent fool and will be much more open to our bribes.
To advance their schemes, patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Leave me alone. All right, Grandees are doing their bullshit. Faith goes up. What do Grandees fucking want? We've seen this, which is why I'm skipping this dialogue. They want to raise region's total defiance to 8 or more. That was the thing last time, it's the thing again. So, Grandees, you want to raise the defiance total between the chiefs and the patricians to 8. Good luck. You guys knew what you were getting into. You signed up for it. Like, you knew what the next thing was going to be. You knew.
You knew.
You knew it. Swing votes. After voting, nobles can change their mind and vote for a different option. This just sucks. I think I want on Iron Choice. I don't want people to be able to change their mind. That would just not do anything. It's the funny option. I want Iron Choice so we can raise up authority. Because you see, if I pick that on the funny choice, if we get another Wasp event and I put Iron Choice on the Wasp thing, at least I get something out of it. If I know everyone's going to be fucking super skewed towards one option, at least I gain something too. Once again, the North, abandoned, completely ignored. A fishy wedding.
Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our two great nations. Depths below, great nation, the Isle of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats.
Relax, Bone Beast. Relax. Okay, what the fuck? Who even let you in? Calm down. Calm down for a second.
And I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyways. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient, and actually amphibious.
Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the king to attend. What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, let's see here.
Why should I not be allowed to watch a man marry a fish? You guys know what I mean? What's wrong with my guy watching a man marry a fish?
Then again, every single one of these options helps someone but the Chiefs. So I know the Chiefs are gonna pick the funny one, which is good. That's good for me. I want to see the freaking fish, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's get out there. Come on, guys. Let's support this beautiful union between fish folk and a normal guy. And I will also cash out on it by actively gaining stats off of it. But what's wrong with that? I'm only doing this because I believe in love. I'm not doing it because I want to gain authority. Dude. Who's this one guy? Who's this one goon? This one grandees motherfucker. Literal one guy. You gain from this. The grandees gain from the faith going up. Or the fucking defiance going up. I'm going to the wedding.
Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that you shall be delighted to attend. This kingdom is sliding into madness. When it's announced that you will attend the wedding, the patricians are naturally scandalized. But the peasants
Sentimental as ever, you are in favor of your decision. The public opinion turns against the overly strict church. I like how that actually helped the North. The North somehow gained. Can't go lower. Can't be less. Can't be any less. And
Hey, I mean, I gained that good stability, that good.
that's all I care about.
Royal wedding with Scald.
Oh wait, I forgot I'm marrying Ada.
Man, what a bummer. It was supposed to be me and a big guy, but instead I have to marry this egg. Damn it.
Why does it have to be political? There's a guy that I just saw marrying a fish. Okay, here we go. Stability, authority up, defiance down. Well, that looks like a win for me and a big, huge L for the Grandees, dude. Woo! Hey, Grandees, what's up? What's up, guys?
Yes, dude.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Okay, well, I don't want to talk to them, nor do I care about them. The temples in the south are much grander. Yeah, I didn't ask. Get used to living here. All right. What are your thoughts on the state of the kingdom? Well, you know, the kingdom looks after itself. Cool. They go, all right.
There's nothing I love more than a good book. You'll find that I'm exceptionally well read, not like the illiterate fools back home.
I don't care. They've never been more offended. I don't care. Goodbye.
Biffo just likes being a little goofball. Biffo likes being a little goofball.
I can see my ancestors in her shiny scalp gigachad, says the Chiefs. That's toxic as hell. Biffo the last. Dude, Biffo's gonna be fine. I would dare say this game's been going better than the last one.
Your Highness, that troublesome philosopher Ortega is gone, but her followers are marching on our estates demanding justice. It's the same in the coast. They're making her into a martyr. What? But I killed them.
God damn it. Lower stability, raise authority, ask the church to preach forgiveness on all sides, or I pay money to raise stability. Lower defiance, everyone gets paid.
Well, I know I'm vetoing this one.
I know I'm vetoing that one. I want to keep my stability up. Yes.
Vote. Vote amongst yourselves.
Either I financially lose or I lose on stability. But I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna risk actual forced lowering of my stats that I need up. Okay. 30% chance to succeed. Failed. Stability goes down 1. Unrest continues to rumble away. There are rumors of unflattering corn effigies made in the Archbishop's image. Well, that's not my problem. Yes, woo. Chat, you guys gotta drop this stability a lot more, don't you? Isn't it like 4 for the next objective for patricians? 4. Yeah, you guys got a long way. So you really did need that W. End the season. Well, the Chiefs are definitely gonna get their guaranteed next thing. Unless everyone coordinates forcing religion upon the Chiefs. I don't see that happening. Witch Hunt, I genuinely think this is like the Grandee. Here's the problem, and this is the reason the Grandees had to revolt last time. Their fucking their condition is fucking hard. Like that condition's super hard to do. Lower kingdom stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. That's possible. Nothing ever You see, at this point, I interpret it as the Chiefs just don't care about what's happening everywhere else. They're not talking. Like, they're just minding their own business. It's fine. What are the odds that the objective is called stargazing and the user is stargazing otter? Wild. That's an NPC. No, it did. You think it's a lowercase 3-word NPC without any spaces? You think that's like a dev-made character?
This simply can't go on, Your Majesty. These archboffins think they know everything, but they know nothing of the Ninth God's wrath. Please, Your Majesty, we found a perfect site for an observatory high in the southern hills, but it's on Grandee's stargazing otter's land.
You're telling me stargazing otter doesn't want something made so he can stargaze better?
Kind of fail RP, man. Kind of fail RP. If I see stargazing otter vote for anything other than building this, I'm going to have to call them out with a -2, man. Such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and close as the Ninth God intended. Who put you up to this idea? I bet it was one of those patricians like Chaotic.
Let's see here. Construct the observatory at the chance of raising authority. Just find a different site. Forbid construction. Or Defiance down, faith up. Man, the Grandees would just fucking love to see the Defiance go down even more. Honestly, I don't hate any of these. I really don't hate any of them. But you know what's the really Chad thing to do? Just put it somewhere else.
You know what I mean, Chiefs? Just put it somewhere else. Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna let it roll. Honestly, I don't care about any of these. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while this plays out. I'll be right back. We take it and we move it somewhere else. It's not a big deal. The stars are everywhere. The stars are everywhere. Oh boy. Find a different site for the observatory. You search far and wide for an alternative site for the southern hills, but the other grandees have similar concerns for stargazing otter. Eventually, the scholars reluctantly build their observatory in the northern mountains. But the lower visibility and frequent snowstorms mean they make little progress in their stargazing. Hey, you can just make it over here, says the chiefs. We have space.
Within a few years, you imagine the place will be shuttered and closed. At least the nobles wasted their own money for once.
You can make that here, dude. No problem. A patricianer. Dude, I've been struggling to read today.
Your Majesty, there's a petitioner here
to see you today. We're not exactly sure where he's from. Where she's from. What does she want?
Well, you'll see soon enough, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is Areed. I have a proposition for you.
What is it?
3 ships are docked in the harbor to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and they each boast a full battery of cannons. They're all yours in return for a small favor.
What is this?
I only wish to stay in this kingdom with your blessing and protection. I can show your soldiers how to use the weapons, of course, to avoid any accidents.
What did you do?
I don't know what you mean, your majesty. I simply wish to keep my dealings private. You will forgive me, I hope.
We're vetoing that. No, no, patricians, no, man. No, man. Yeah, right. You think I'm just gonna give it to you? Why do you hate us? Well, patricians, I don't hate you. I just don't want to give it to you that easy. Come on. Besides, looking at your stat spread right now, your purpose has been served for me. You are a trade-focused brick. Sorry, was that
was that too obviously like making it clear why I'm not backing you guys up on much anymore? You've done everything you can for me. You're at the top of trade. There's nothing more you can offer me.
Damn mask off. Yo, Chiefs, let's send these, let's just get them out of here. You know what I mean, Chiefs? All right, fine. We can let them in, but you know they're gonna ruin our life. They're gonna ruin our life, guys. They're gonna ruin our life. They're gonna be a problem later. I guess I guess that's always one thing I have to keep in mind with veto, is that if I veto the obviously advantageous option for one faction, they're going to pick immediately the worst option for me after that. Which I forget. Oh, hey guys, they might get an actual military now. Guys, look. The patricians have 2 military now. Oh my god, everyone's military is up.
Holy heck. Yo, the chiefs are terrifying.
Chiefs have guns. Scary.
An island rises. Your Serene Highness, something must be done. Something strange has happened in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Sol. The Finfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic, the freaks. It's true, your majesty. The Finfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Sol. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Sol's hands.
Well, I can't pay a wizard to sink it back. Why am I not going to the wedding? I would like to go to the wedding. Guys? We are not... Guys, come on. We're not going to seduce them. We're going to support the love between these two.
Can't believe you'd even suggest that.
All right, fine. But if I'm going to cash out on it, I'm going to cash out on it. So now you have a choice to make. Either you vote B and support love, or you vote D and raise my stats. Or you pick A and nothing happens. Yes. I truly do wonder if that deterred anyone from voting D, knowing that I would gain stats for it. Maybe that is a fucking mechanic of this item. It did for me. Makes sense.
Love. True love. We will support them.
I'm going to the wedding.
Oh, but I want that island. The island is hosting a very important wedding in a few months. And it's also the dowry. Surely I don't have to explain the diplomatic importance of such an event and the king's attendance. Very good.
Funding day, funding day. All right. All I'm going to say is this. First and foremost, stability goes up and the patricians are doomed on library. Military goes down and really nothing happens. Military goes up for the grandees and nothing happens. Observatory, faith goes up, nothing happens. Monument, authority goes up, nothing happens. Thieves Guild, trade goes up and literally nothing happens. It seems like a lot of people are going to be saving their money today. But the only real mechanical things of purpose here is raising my stability and authority so that other people can't fuck with it. Grandees really want their fucking military to go up. What are you so scared of, Grandees? What are you so scared of?
Let's get that stability up.
They're trying to bring their trade down, dude. The patricians are actually trying to sandbag themselves.
Get that library up.
If the patricians are gonna get their trade deal, we gotta make sure they don't get their next phase. People. They can't get it both ways. They can't. They mustn't get it both ways. Keep pumping A. No, pump it harder, damn it. Oh. That was like actually neck and neck. Fuck, dude. A damn shame. Too easy? Well, now all your money's gone. Oh my god. I spent a lot of money at the end there. Wrong, I'm still rich.
LOL.
The patricians still have to drop at 3. That's gonna be hard, patricians. I'm not so sure, man. The Kurth captain that you allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons, she has been the cause of some concern. Nobles have complained that she's been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette. Worse, some suspect her of being a Kurth spy. Let's see. If I have better things to do, then Defiance goes up, which helps keep Grandees in the game. We don't lose our guns. And I don't risk losing my authority or stability by talking to them. This feels like a I don't do anything situation. Because if I get involved, then I'm going to be risking more stats. I think I don't care. No, I'll have a word with him. You find a reed pacing the halls far from her assigned chambers.
I heard you were causing trouble. And where did you hear that?
It doesn't matter. I have a lot to ponder.
I'm the king. Surely I can do something. She studies you for a moment, then shakes her head. I appreciate your offer, your majesty, but I must deal with this myself. Excuse me. She leaves.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's just the story continuing with me now involved.
Pagan prophecies.
The Northern Chief's God Speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. What does it say?
That's besides the point. All I know is that this specific heresy is spreading like wildfire and must be stamped out immediately.
What she means to say, the chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many Northerners believe it. As long as they don't kill me, I would appreciate a break. Biffo is a clown dressed up as a king who snuck into the castle. I don't know what I'm doing. Just don't kill me. What do I need to do?
You must ensure the faith in the 9 gods is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense against the pagans.
I mean, I have to fucking say one thing. There ain't no way I'm letting my fucking stability and authority go down. I think everyone would agree on that. I'm not doing that. So this is gonna be a deadlock for the others. Let's see. Invent a counter prophecy or allow the prophecy to spread. Seeing anyone that's in grandees or patricians vote on the chief, like on C, is actually seeing someone choose to throw. Like, choose to throw for their team. I will say that is unbelievable if I see people from the other factions voting for C. That would be like actually giving up. Yeah, that was guaranteed. You did this? What do you mean? All I did was get rid of the one that was gonna punish me. Chat, that was a vote that was exclusively faction based. I vetoed the one option. 2 chiefs voted to delay. you guys got 2 chiefs that like picked to actually delay your scheme. Fake kings, 2 wimps. You have the scholars and theologians discover another prophecy which contradicts the first, written on older stone tablets found in the same archaeological site. The northern commoners are not sure who to believe. You've bought yourself some time. The chief's stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. I mean, either way, the Chiefs are getting their goal. It's just a little later now. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Yep, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna adopt a lowborn child from an orphanage. Yeah, the people are gonna love that. The nobles won't be happy with a lowborn child being elevated to the status of a royal. I urge you to reconsider. No, I want that. I'm gonna do that. No sex. No sex. I'm not doing that. My mind's made up. I'm sure history will remember you as a champion of the people, if it remembers you at all. I'll make the necessary arrangements. Yup. I just want to do something different. Sitting on a bench outside the Sunbleached Villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. It's not working! We can't get it! The country's more stable than ever, frick! What do we do? Deep in the south, a grandee paces back and forth along the balcony of his hillside villa. It's not fucking working! Why isn't anyone mad? The kingdom's been better than ever. Everyone loves living here. What the fuck? And then tax season came. Hey, patricians, if you're gonna keep tanking your tax value, I'm gonna tax you harder. Give it here. Hand it over. Give it here. And you're still the richest. Never talk to the North. I've never talked to them. I just know they're pretty cool. The island wedding, it's happening. Your esteemed highness, in a few days you'll be traveling to the Archduke of Sal's controversial wedding. Surely there's a way we could turn this to our advantage. We must forge an alliance with Saul. They have fast ships, and with this new island outpost, control over most of the Ghost Sea. Or you could publicly object to this blasphemous union of man and fish. It's not a fish, he's a finfolk. I hate this guy. I hate the High Inquisitor. This guy sucks. Same difference. This is a matter for the council, I believe. She has to attend the wedding like a normal human being. Chat, can we not just attend the wedding like a normal human? Guys? Please? Can we just all attend the wedding like normal people? Alliance, though. We could all become allied with the fish folk. You know, that's actually the best fucking thing we could do, is make it clear that we are so down with fish folk, fin folk, that we literally ally with them. Let's dumpster on Faith really hard. You know what I mean? Let's get out there. Let's get out there.
Let's get out there, boys.
And you know, what if I gain a little bit of authority on the side? What's the big deal? What's the big deal with me gaining a little bit of authority on the side? Also, fun fact, I'm definitely now realizing the best ambition in the game as a monarch is authority-based because, it's the only fucking one that you have a actual law that you can use to boost it every single round, no matter what. Kinda silly. Like, I'd feel bad for any faction that had an objective to lower my authority. Like, if I was ready with this, like, ready to go with this law.
We're going to make an alliance.
Well, the council has spoken.
Good luck, your esteemed highness. Soon the time has come. You board a ship to sail to the newly risen island where Archduke of Saul is due to marry his Finfolk groom. Naturally, Ada is accompanying you.
Who? Oh, my wife. My wife who I dare not even go near.
I love weddings. I know I'm just a +1, but do you think the Archduke will let me make a speech? At last, the new island crests the horizon. It's an empty little rock devoid of vegetation with no buildings except a marquee and a hastily constructed church of the 9th. But it's packed with people, mostly minor nobles of Saul, who welcome you with cheers and bows. You file into the church. As the ceremony begins, the Finfolk prince walks down the aisle with the Archduke of Saul, while they wait with their clasped hands.
Now that is how you pump trade. Oh wait, no, that would lower trade. Why would you ever do that? For a second I thought it said up. I keep looking at this side, and I was like, I don't know how that pumps trade. That's the funny option. No, I'm gonna sit quietly.
They're married. Everyone, get excited. That's it then. Time for a party. Everyone crowds into the marquee to get incredibly drunk as you're making the rounds chatting with the gobbling I don't care. You find yourself face to face with the Archduke.
Your Majesty, thank you for coming. A toast to my new husband and I.
So let me get this straight. What possessed you to marry a fish? Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a very nice island, isn't it? I don't want to raise defiance. Actually, I could totally... I kind of just want to raise defiance to let the poor grandees have even the smallest W. And I'd make some money. We don't need more strength. All right, I did it. I went this far. It depends. What would you offer me? Fuck you, man. Military support? We have a lot of military coming from the chiefs. We have guns. Your ships are slower than mine, but your soldiers are unparalleled. Damn right, chiefs. Damn right, chiefs! Damn right, chiefs!
Very well, an alliance is born. Now let's enjoy the party.
You celebrate long into the night and wake with a thudding headache. Dude, at what point do the grandees just start doing what the chiefs are doing and just like fucking like just be goofballs about it and just like, you know, have some fun with it out here? Because I don't think the grandees are winning. The chiefs get to kick back and have fun out here. The grandees are still flailing around trying to grab a W, and they can't. They've actually, I think it's over for them.
This alliance will bring great fortune, your esteemed highness.
Too bad it's only the coast that goes up. I wish it would have been everyone. I would actually be at like insane stats if everyone had gone up.
So what's this about a heretical discovery? Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news.
Oh yeah? Someone took the ninth's name in vain again?
No, a group of individuals in the coast are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They are disciples of the 10th.
We've done this before, haven't we? Let's see here. Forget the nobles, I give you my express permission. If I do that, faith goes up, my authority goes up, and defiance goes up. Dude, honestly, I'm tempted just to do this because I kind of feel bad for the Grandees.
But then again,
let's put it to a vote. I don't really care which one of these options plays out. Neither of them help me. We'll let it go to a vote. And, this actually did not end up paying off for me as much as the other ones. But if I had to choose one here, I would veto that one.
let's deny the Inquisition access to the coast, boys. Let's deny the Inquisition access to the coast, boys. All right? The patricians want this stability to drop so bad. Let's just not let anything happen in the coast. We're gonna shut the coast down. The coast is for beaches and hanging out. All right? Come on, folks. Let's get out there.
Dude, these Grandees don't even get anything. They're just like goons. The Grandees are once again being fucking goons, and you know what? You're not gonna get anything out of it. I'm never gonna let you win. Look at you. You've made us goons. You had a chance to go with the Chiefs and not look like fucking doofuses, but yet you go again. Yet you go again. And after I let you vote. I'll remember that.
I'll remember that. Oh, I'll remember that. I will remember that.
We must ally against the Chiefs. Is that a Grandees yelling that? Grandees, the defiance is so low that there's... I don't know. I actually don't know what the Grandees do to get back in the game. And I'm not planning on helping them now after that. After I watched them actively vote against me despite not gaining anything in return for it. Now I don't plan on doing anything to raise defiance on their behalf.
Your Majesty, these good folk are bounty hunters representing the Republic of Kirth, they say. King Biffo, we greet you humbly.
I'll make it quick, I don't have fucking time.
We're searching for someone, a fugitive, you might say. Last we heard, she went by the name Arid.
Well, what kind of fugitive is she?
Ships under her command are property of the Republic of Kirth, as are their cargo.
I don't know who that is.
Forgive us, Your Majesty, but we are not fools. We know your military is using weapons she stole.
You trying to take our guns? When I look at you and I don't see any guns on you?
I'm afraid she's under my protection. As we feared, still, perhaps we can work out a deal. The Grand Pensionary of Kirth is offering a large bounty for the return of this woman, and we are sure that an esteemed king such as yourself would not risk drawing Kirth's ire. As proof of our goodwill, we will even allow you to keep the firearms that were stolen.
Yo, chat. What if we sell her out hard? We already have the guns. We get to keep the guns and we get rid of this girl.
Yo, she didn't tell us what she was up to. She lied to us. She lied to us. She took advantage of us.
Let's give them back, but keep the guns. Dude, I'm gonna have to start using Monarch's Choice to force you guys off of the options that are memes.
All right. You guys want to play hardball? I'll start playing hardball.
Fine.
I can.
We need military.
Do you though? You're not catching up to the Chiefs. Anyways, I'm gonna have to tax the patricians next month. You guys will understand. Everyone's gonna understand. You guys will understand when I need to tax you again.
Oh, look at that. You gained 1. Did that make you happy, patricians? Do I get to tax you now? The Chiefs activate their 3rd phase.
Dude, if the Chiefs win, I will be down with it.
They've been helpful to me.
Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Holla, the chief's claimant sits atop a throne of bones, surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue.
Very rigged.
Chat, I would say just about everything's fair in this game, and if the Chiefs have been the most helpful to me in my tasks,
I don't know, playing to the Monarch's preferences and not fucking actively contradicting them and going against them is probably a solid way to get what you want in the game.
that's
Probably a solid way to get a pretty decent leg up.
Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Holla, the chief's claimant sits atop a throne of bones, surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the monarch of the north, the Lord Render, soon to be the monarch of all the kingdoms. Glory to the Lord Render. Chosen of Valter, glory to Morgana and the north. The assembled chiefs roar in a chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false king in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. Probably by having 9 military.
What? These guys have the most easy objectives all game, dude. It's literally handed to them.
Look, patricians, you made it too easy for me on your side. All right? I know you guys need trade, and when you're already at max trade, you can't throw me a bone on anything anymore. Like, I could have tanked Chiefs, but the Chiefs stuff was actively backing me up.
You used every veto on us.
Yeah, because, chat, you gotta remember, last time I played and my stats got low, everyone revolted against me instantly, and the game ended.
At this point, I decided I'd play the game more carefully with my stats. Like, I needed to play the game more carefully with my stats. I'm gonna work with the team that's working with my stats. But you lose.
You guys gotta relax. It's okay if I lose. It's a game, and a very RNG-focused game at that. Calm down. So it is destined, and so it will be. Spread the word to all of Morgana's children. The Thronebreaker has risen, and the false king will fall. But first we drink in honor of the gods. More cheers erupt throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower their defiance to 1 or less.
I don't even see how money really helps anyone anymore. But it's a better thing than using fucking Monarch's Choice.
I'm not going to that. I'm not going to that either. It's not that I don't want to hang out with the Chiefs. It's just I'm not entirely sure they're not going to kill me. I know they said they're not going to kill me, but it might just I'm not sure. I'm just not sure I want to do that.
I'm gonna go to the ceremony of friendship.
Your Majesty, you know the Chiefs are unfailingly loyal to you. Oh, bad month. Bad. All three of these are bad months. Isn't it time we got a little reward for our fidelity?
Dude, I'm poor. I'm afraid I actually don't have any means to. Chiefs, I need to say this as genuinely as possible. I really just don't have money. That's fine, Giga Chat. Yeah, I can't do anything.
But we are your favorites, right?
Yeah, word soon spreads that the king won't reward his most loyal subjects. They are my most loyal subjects. That's the fucking problem. Oh no. Bees. This is... Chiefs, I need to be so clear about one thing. If it comes down to me vetoing an option that would basically be the forced thing to let you win, I'm not going to give you a fucking win. All right? We've been having fun here. I'm not giving you a win. So if wasps come out, wasps come out. I'm not giving you the win that easy. Well, what do we need? Bees need to come back.
All right. Honey subsidies for northern farmers. Pass a law that mandates beekeeping in the north. Or do nothing. This is ridiculous.
Look, Chiefs, it's going to be a fun game out here, and I'm going to try to make it run longer because I'm not going to just give it to you that easy. All right? I gotta try to push for C because I don't want the game to end yet. Because they're like one season away from winning the game.
We're gonna do nothing and you'll get paid if you do it.
I do need to stress, grandees and patricians, if you are voting for stuff that isn't C, you're ending the game, is what you're doing. Dude, the fact that there's a bunch of Chiefs voting for it too.
Now that's Giga Chad, dude. Now that's Giga Chad, dude.
Getting paid. I honestly wouldn't mind helping the grandees get back in the game, even though they have actively been... Dude, I think it's just the fact that the grandees exist. I think being a grandees just makes people fucking goons. You know what I mean?
Like, I think we need to, like, definitely kill off that faction next session.
They're just goons.
We're not doing anything. We're not helping anyone.
It doesn't even actually push them out of it. They're still technically in the threshold.
Your Majesty, this year we will be holding the winter feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend.
Believe me. If I could, I would. If I could, I would. I have to decline. Even though I know the grandees and patricians will never fucking actually appreciate the fact that I'm giving them a chance to win. They're still going to fucking loathe me. And I know the Chiefs have been the only people that backed me up at any fucking point in the last, 8 seasons. I'm gonna stretch the game. I hate it. It actually feels wrong.
It feels wrong. It feels fucked up.
No hard feelings.
End season.
Just waiting for that orphan to show up. It's been I'm not sure why I need to spend 10 months getting an orphan. I thought that'd be faster.
Oh, there they are. Hang on. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. This orphan will be my heir. Should I die, my crown shall be passed down onto... Yes, my adopted
low-born daughter. Stability rises. The patricians froth at the mouth. No, dude, how am I supposed to say? The crown needs to be paid to win. Dude, this defiance thing actually paid off for pushing back the Chiefs' inevitable, I would say, win. See, no, here's the thing, chat. I have to keep them at 4 because if the Chiefs get any higher, they're gonna fucking rebel. And they have 9 military, they are going to fucking kill me. They are gonna break me in half. They have 9 military.
Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir. What is their name?
Biffo II.
The gods are good, your greatness. I'm sure little Biffo II will grow up to be a chip off the old block.
Okay. A contentious sale. I have no money, so I'm kind of worried about this one.
Your Highness, this is an outrage. Noble patrician, the one Birdman, is trying to steal my bear from under my nose.
Your bear?
It's not his bear. I was about to buy this beast from an adventurer in the Tatterlands when Chief Poor Man's Poison turned up, shouting and raving about Scurrynorn.
Who's Scurrynorn?
The northern goddess of medicine and knowledge. The bear wears her mark upon her brow clear as day.
This is a matter for the council. I just don't really know what to do.
Mark my words, if this bear is not brought to the north where she belongs, there'll be trouble.
I am going to leave this in the hands of the people. I'm going to leave this in the hands of the people. It's people's decision. I'm not going to even put a vote on it. Do what you got to do out there.
C and A are
Very close. See, that is the one thing I could definitely acknowledge with the ability to change your vote midway through, is that a B is going to be the problem, is that it has 56 dead votes in it.
This is a neck and neck vote, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks to me that the bidding war is where it's gonna go.
The nobles are gonna have to battle. That, which I'm guessing means it goes down to their actual specific wallets.
A furious back and forth, the nobles battled it out for ownership of the bear. Eventually, noble patrician One Birdman wins out. The Tatterlands adventurer is delighted and goes away with more money than she knows what to do with. Well, One Birdman is now very poor, and the Defiance is now down again.
And North Defiance is up.
No. Okay, we really need to bring the North back down. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes. And she's vast, even on all fours. She stands taller than a wagon. She's transported to the coast, sedated by special herbs. Noble patrician the One Birdman anticipates sell-out attendance at their zoo. Chat, now here's the thing. And I know that I can see a revolt coming with the Chiefs. I'm kind of hoping that the Grandees and Patricians don't instantly fucking also revolt, because I do need to remind you that when a faction revolts, their win condition is paused, and they enter an entirely different loop to win. Just as a reminder. So, while yeah, the Grandees and Patricians can also bail out, it actually, revolting for the Chiefs would actually set them back in this case. They would actually lose time. Just like, I'm not saying this so much to like sway direction. I'm saying this because people don't exactly know how the revolt thing works
your win conditions are paused while that happens. So while the Chiefs are already on the third phase of their thing, if they revolt, they are no longer gaining any more progress on that. Even if their defiance moves up or down any direction, they now have to win a fight instead. So it actually gives the other teams a chance to catch up on other things. Just so people are aware, I want people to understand what the mechanic is before like that comes up, because it's not a huge vote to force it to happen. But if you don't know what you're doing, it could change the trajectory of the game in a worse way for some of the factions. Just letting you know.
Chief, that which lurks. Your Majesty, excellent news from beyond the sky. As your Majesty knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. I've seen that a solar eclipse is on the way, visible from the north. We should encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the stark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. Egad! Nay! An eclipse is a warning from the ninth god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow.
Dude, I fucking hate the Grandees. I'm so sick of that. Oh my god. I think like my least favorite like trope for like a kind of faction in any video game is the hyper religious goons that never shut the fuck up about everything being some dark like prophecy. It's so aggravating. I hate everything.
All the nobles start talking at once. Some are excited, some are horrified, but all are very loud. Let's see here.
Let's see here. Focus on holy protection against the eclipse. Yes. Yes, I'm not sure. It looks like if I did this one, Defiance would go down for Patricians and Grandees, which I don't really care about. None of that's Defiance for Chiefs, which I want the Chiefs' Defiance to be around 4, ideally. Encourage visitors. It looks like all of these are negative towards the Patricians and Grandees. It's not going to be about the Chiefs. So in that case, I don't really care. But I do have choices for myself. Did someone need farming for something? I'm gonna put it on B. Though I usually, when I put my thing on B, nothing changes anyways. But I'll put it on B. Wow, that's actually a very close vote.
Holy heck. Damn. You guys are really voting for the thing I wanted. Everyone, let's look at the horrifying prophecy.
Authority is now imperious. Upon my honor, you shouldn't be encouraging this nonsense. Shut the fuck up, Grandees. Shut up. Grandees nuts. Nice. Trade is up. As word gets out about the impending solar event, visitors from across the kingdom drift over to the north. Big votes today.
Big votes today. Big votes today, folks. Big votes today.
I'm gonna stop walking through these for you, though. Or else it's gonna take all fucking day.
The fortress must rise. The fortress must rise and also fall.
It looks like all eyes are on the Chiefs this week, folks.
All eyes are on the Chiefs.
All eyes are on the fortress and the stadium. Huge. Yeah, they're just boosting. They're trying to boost it and lower it because no one wants to go to war with a 10 military faction, and the Chiefs want to go to war with a 10 military faction.
See what's good? And the reason I didn't talk about it, though, is because I actively wanted to make sure the Thieves Guild didn't go through so I didn't lose any trade levels on my ambition. Very good. Very good. The spite vote didn't ever end up happening. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I didn't want to talk about them. Wow. Patricians. Patrician, what's up? All in on military racing for the Chiefs! Yells nomadic grunt, not understanding that he's pressing A and not B on his keyboard. All in!
My ambition.
At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of a new golden age. You succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous. Well done, your majesty. Thank you. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, you need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact, forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any king who recovers it will rule over a golden age. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes of our own, but the Chancellor has other ideas.
Stability and trade, I think.
But then I'm fighting the fucking patricians forever.
But I don't trust the patricians to help me with faith and trade.
Also, the Chiefs, I ain't bothering with them. I'm gonna be honest.
I ain't bothering with them. They're never getting it up, and that's the sandbag. It doesn't matter. There's no way I can pump their faith. There's no way I'm pumping their faith. It's like, there's just no way I'm gonna be able to do it. There's no way. Also, in order to pump faith, I'd have to like the fucking grandees, which I hate. I hate them.
Stability and trade remain high.
I'm sorry. I know I said I wouldn't hate the grandees again, but they did it to themselves this time.
Your Holiness, while scouting the north for a prime eclipse viewing spot, my servants discovered a portal. Really? Can you just, like, cover it with a blanket? It's a shimmering shadow hanging in the air about the size of a door. We threw a rock in and it returned as a slab of polished obsidian. Is that good? How should I know? Naturally, I sent one of my servants through next.
Very cool, Funkimus Mostlimus. Very cool.
I saw a red wasteland beneath a sky whose color defied description. I recall a tale from my childhood of such a land where fairy beings gave vast riches to those brave enough to visit. Riches, you say? This portal is on my land, so I have rights to any riches it may contain. But I discovered it! Well, my servants did. Great treasure lies beyond, I'm sure of it.
Feels like a not my problem kind of event. But I do really like the idea of putting everyone's money where their mouth is. Okay?
The money vote. Let's make everyone have to pay for it.
Yes. 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 I love money. Oh my god.
Yeah, we do love money here.
Patricians win again, baby, says a chat member. You sure?
I mean, I'm not, I don't know if you know what your wins are, but
He doesn't.
let him just hang out, guys. Come on. Let him hang out. Let him just hang out and live his life.
Chief, that which lurks wealth has decreased.
Scrabbling for gold, that which lurk wins out. They pluck out a young recruit from the Adventurers Guild who begins preparing immediately.
Damn. All right, next is a city in flames.
Your August Majesty, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Armin's Pearl. Where once there were buildings, now there is a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of people have died. What caused this fire? A warehouse was storing lamp oil unsafely and in immense quantities. The owners were in the middle of haggling over prices when one of the merchants lit his pipe.
Oof.
I was hoping the council might unlock some funds for the treasury so we could rebuild.
LOL. LMAO. Yeah, well, I'm gonna veto. Oh, that one. You don't want that. I don't think. We don't want that. Fuck you! Yeah, I'm gonna veto that. We're gonna introduce regulations. You guys have been living without regulations for long enough. We're putting regulations into the game. Time to keep you accountable. Besides, this helps the grandees. They can finally move on to phase 3. Isn't that fun? They're so close. Or phase 2, I guess. They're not even there. Grandees are getting closer. Isn't that fun? Regulations! Yes. Literally regulations. Authority, iron-fisted. Trade is 9. That's too bad. Back to 9 again. Could be worse though. Anyways, let's see here. Yep. Give it here. Give it here, guys. You guys are so fucking rich. Give it here. Literally hates us. Well, look, here's what I think.
Okay. I know how this game works and know enough to know that as time goes on, factions get more and more spiteful. I'm never gonna win you back. I'm never gonna win you back. No matter what I do, I'd never win you back. So I might as well, just keep swinging.
You haven't tried. It's not my fault that you actively want to tank my stability. You know? It's not my fault that you guys want to fuck up one thing that I want more than anything in this game right now.
Ambition Spy Network. All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you.
Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office that you didn't even know was there. You emerge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting.
These are my agents, highly skilled men and women. They can blend into any crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between traitors' ribs.
Well, I didn't know about this. Don't worry about it. Shut up. I'll keep track of it for you.
Soon our spies will infiltrate the courts of all nobles on your council disguised as traveling bards.
One of the spies tosses aside their cloak, revealing a lute and the colorful costume of a troubadour.
With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into the nobles' hearts and minds.
This should put a stop to... Can they sing? A few notes are plucked on the lute. The assembled spies launch into a ballad. It's actually not bad. Your toe is tapping. The disease. The dancing plague. This should stop their foolish schemes.
A word of caution, however. The plan is for our spies to spread via existing trade networks. As a result, you need to ensure the kingdom's economy is robust. Furthermore, if our spies are to succeed, we need a stable kingdom.
Yes.
Fortunately, I see that you have this well in hand.
Very cool.
Taxes. Your Majesty, help us. Lord Patrician's stake of the coast has been bleeding us dry.
Not literally, I hope.
No, I'm making use of a common idiom, Your Majesty. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed me cows. It's true, Your Majesty. Lord Patrician's stake has been taxing his peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble.
Where'd you learn that from? Me? That pisses me off. Oh, he's gonna point it at me and be like, you did it first.
It's been a hard year, Your Serene Highness. I have barely any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat.
What about this poor peasant's cows?
A pox on the stupid cows. Let's see what the council thinks of this,
Whoa. What the fuck? Steak, relax. No matter what, I want Steak to pay for it, and I don't want him to make anything off of it. Do you understand me, chat? I'm vetoing the one that lets this guy get money after what he just said. We like cows. We love cows. Why would they even say that?
That was a big mistake, Steak. That was a big mistake.
Almost 300 nobles voted for throw Lord Patrician Steak into the dungeon to teach him a lesson. Even many patricians voted for it.
Depths below, not the dungeon. Why would you take the side of some poxy citizens?
Steak. You need to relax, man. Authority, oppressive.
Yes. Yes.
Lord Patrician Steak's wealth has decreased to $0. Oh, hey, look, chat. The Grandees finally reached their goal. Isn't that fun? They finally got there. It took them so long. But now Lord Patrician is a poor, and we can move on with our lives.
Your Serene Highness, I fear our menagerie is failing to thrive. We thought the bear would be the star of the show, but she just sits in her enclosure looking sad. No one wants to see her.
Of course she's sad. She's meant to roam the frozen tundra, not getting overheated and being fed sweets.
Actually, we wondered if she'd like some company. Perhaps the Tatterlands would yield another bear of her type.
I hate this guy. But chat, think about this.
What if we vote B though? What if we vote B though and get him a friend?
All right. Bring the bear to live in the royal palace.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Not really. I don't really want to do that.
But if you guys really want to do that, I'm going to cash out and get max authority.
If we're doing that, I'm going to at least make sure that that bear knows.
Okay.
We have a close race here, folks.
I mean, I think the bear would have been content just having like a friend. but this works too. A fascinating event, this one. The king rises in authority. No one would dare question the king. Bring the bear to live in the royal palace. Both the chiefs and the patricians are shocked at the council's decision, but a vote is a vote. The bear is put on her wagon once more. She's increasingly impatient and eats one of her guards along the way. Hopefully she'll settle into the palace more comfortably. Welcome! Welcome. He took our bear. I mean, I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for it, chat. Come on. Deep in the south, the Grandees finally get their shit together. Guys, look, the Grandees did it. You have to choose whether to lower stability or lower authority. I would, I'm going to assume I know what you're going to do. Who's gonna be the one guy who vote? Yep. 2 guys. Oh my god, I gotta save my vetoes now. I literally have to save vetoes now to keep you guys from fucking my stability. There's definitely a point in this game where, like, it benefits you to know the exact 3 requirements of your faction's, like, events. Because, like, if I knew that an option was lower stability here, I wouldn't have picked the stability one for my goal. You know what I mean? Like, because these things are somewhat set in stone. There's, like, it's only semi-random from what I've gathered from these games. So I wouldn't have voted for stability if I had known that that was how this thing was gonna go. Oh my gosh. Reverse voting. The bear got out. The bear escaped. You're sifting through paperwork one morning when you look up and find the spy master standing before you. Between 2 fingertips, she clutches a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem. This is a message from one of our agents in the field, Your Majesty. I sent her to Chief Jalexter's clan hall disguised as a skald with bagpipes in her hand. Oh, wonderful news. Don't get too excited. It's only the first step. Let's see what she has to say. The spy master studies the scroll for a moment, and a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame, and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into Chief Jalexter's court with open arms, and is already flattering him with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into the noble's courts. Now we must hope that they can maintain their cover. A few more weeks pass. You wait anxiously for news of Spy's progress. One day, your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, Your Majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of the noble's darkest secrets. Do you know Chief Jalexter has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now. What are the odds? I've pressed the button. Oh, here we go. Huh! Elgato almost crashed out of the game. We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself. King Biffo begins to laugh. Yes, Your Majesty, let it all out. A bout of insane laughter now and then is good for the soul. But we can't get complacent. We must see if our other spies are equally successful. Over the next few weeks, your spies send back more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with a sense of smugness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything.
Listen, Your Greatness, I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them?
No.
I must have misheard you. I just called a vote. Let's go. Chop chop.
Chief, can you come up here for a moment? I need a word in private. Chief Seth Draxus walks up to the throne, his face quizzical. Your spy master leans over and whispers something in his ear, and he looks suddenly horrified.
By the old gods. How did you know that? Only my mother knows that.
Sit down, Chief. If the king doesn't want a vote today, there will be no vote.
Chief Seth Draxus returns to his seat, trembling like a leaf.
This is an outrage! The vote must go ahead!
Care for some lemonade?
Ah! Leave me alone! I'll do whatever you say!
About time. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun. An era of cooperation. Or else.
Your spy master meets you outside, unable to keep the sly smile off her face. We did it.
Yes. We should start teaching little Biffo II how to follow in my footsteps. I think I'm going to make him king at like 2 years old. It'll be really fucking funny. It'll be really fucking funny. It'll be really funny.
After this, I think she'll be wearing a crown one day.
That night, you sleep an untroubled sleep. For the first time since you first sat on the throne.
No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you.
You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. The chiefs decided that the time must not have been ripe.
The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the god speakers,
who waited for the right omens to arise again.
The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption, but what's new about that? They failed to gain a throne,
and lost money in the process.
A bad investment.
The grandees continued to throw accusations of witchcraft and heresy at their enemies. Everyone gradually learned to ignore them. King Biffo ruled from the shadows, getting his way in the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, King Biffo died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief.
Yes, only 15, he was ancient. Chat. King Biffo, the absolutist. 3 years of reign. Spouse, no one cares. Successor, Queen Biffo II.
Not bad, Biffo. Not bad. The wealthiest noble, Dave from work. The poorest noble, Steak II. $0.
An excellent game, chat. An excellent game all around. I think we can all agree. Aside from the poor every faction but the Chiefs that really just got sandbagged by, really just having like pretty bad luck. I'm really surprised the Chiefs didn't actually end up winning. But I will say this. Definitely the Chiefs made it a lot easier for me to win. This sucks.
This does suck. For you.
The Chiefs certainly helped me.
But, as far as I'm concerned, almost every single faction, allegiance is, that's part of the game. That's part of the game. I scratched the Chiefs' back. They all scratched mine by fucking loading up the polls for me.
But that was a lot more fun knowing how the rules worked and knowing that I actually had to like play my authority and stability way harder. Because that made it a lot easier. Like playing those two stats. I didn't have to spend as much time trying to scrape them back up once they got low, which was cool. I wasn't as doomed 24/7. This boot tastes great. We're not going to do another game because I didn't really want to go super long today. I will be doing a longer thing tomorrow, though. Don't worry. But this was a fun session. I had a good time. The last one was the warm-up. This was the real one. No, I just got here. Madge. I didn't want to go long today. I only want to do 3.5 or so hours. But that was a good time. Well, I don't know if we'll do this again, like, soon, but it's cool to have this game on the back burner as an option now, because it works really well for what it is. We were seeing some repeating stuff already between some of the factions, but that's also because we did Grandees twice. But I definitely would be interested in, like, doing, like, Chiefs, Barons, and, like, I don't know, Counts, to see if, like, the Barons actually get a chance. Because we didn't even see much of the northern stuff at all for the Chiefs, because almost every single time it was a fucking event for the Grandees or the fucking, you know, Patricians again. But good time. You need a win to beat Sam. I did win. I just won. We are tied for wins, are we not? I just won the game. On my second game. No, this was a warm-up. Oh. Chiefs did nothing and won. But, like, the thing is, it's very clear the final, like, objective for each of the factions is insanely difficult compared to the others. Like, it was not hard to clock the requirement that the Chiefs had and instantly, like, just dumpster them instead. And good God, like, I mean, the fact that it's like, even with how high my stats were, everything was a 78% chance, and there was a chance I could have failed my rolls at the end. That would have driven me crazy, dude. That kind of RNG. Being like, if I had lost because I couldn't get, like, the coin flip. Oh. Good times, though. Good times. Good times. The fact that Tomato favored them made them help him. Well, chat, you want to know why I favored them? Because they were being fucking funny. the Chiefs were doing the Giga Chad bit. You got owned by just memes. You got owned by memes. You had a bit. You did. Literally, they comedy stratted. It's a political game. That's the point. Yeah, exactly. It's just like how, like, I, in the middle of the game, watched Grandees actively vote for things that they gained nothing from, but actively hurt me. That were the exact reasons I was like, freaking Grandees, sandbagging me even though they don't get anything out of it, you know? It is fun. It's a fun game. It's fun. I like it. That happened once. Yeah, but I am full of so much freaking spite. Yeah, that's the other thing you have to remember. The Chiefs' schemes never hurt me. The Chiefs' schemes were raise my stability, make my life easier. Next one, stronger military or whatever. Cool. Next one, be chill and don't get mad. Everyone else was like, I want to make your life as miserable as possible. I want to spread famine across the realm. You know what I mean? I think a lot of this game will get, like, kind of solved in a way once, like, people clock the goals. You know what I mean? Because I think the issue with the Grandees as well is that I clocked that they took the same goals, so they were doomed the second they got to the Defiance thing, because it was going to be so hard for them to keep up with that. I hope goals can change. Yeah, I mean, that's really hard, though. Like, goals can change for the Monarch, because I'm one guy. I don't have the same ability to, like, choose options as you guys do. But if goals could change, maybe after, like, 4 seasons, like, if a year passes and a goal still hasn't been met, I don't know. I don't know if they should be able to change, because it seems like, you know, you guys have a lot more control when it comes to voting than I do at the end of the day, even if it doesn't always seem like it. All I can do is put like a little thing on the screen. But as I've been able to tell from me yelling things and seeing the opposite happen, I don't really have as much say as I wish I did. So it's not like I was really like swaying too much unless it was like a goofy thing or already pretty even. The veto option is so strong but necessary. If the veto option wasn't a default law in the game, the Monarch truly couldn't win. Is the thing. I don't think the Monarch could win without the veto option. Like, that is a like, without that, people would just be able to shit all over my, like, ambitions all the time. Yeah, using the iron vote as a deterrent to keep people from voting for something as well, because if they vote for a bad thing, they're also enabling you and giving you more power, is also really good. But yeah, anyways, I'm done. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time. Don't know when I'm gonna be playing, but it should be fun. Thanks for coming on by, everyone. Hope you had fun. Thank you for the gifted subs and donations and bits as well. I appreciate it as always. I really do. I really do. Derora, thank you for the 5,000 bits. When I'm here, did I miss anything? You missed everything. But thank you for the 5,000 bits. Takano Prime, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Thank you. Hang on, I'm trying to scroll this thing because I think I missed a selection of notifications. Maybe I didn't? I may not have. I totally missed someone and they're going to fucking decolon when I end the stream without actually thanking them. Oh yeah, dude. Ain't no way. Anyways, I'm gonna leave anyways. That's a problem for future me. Not now me. See you all tomorrow. Catch you later. Goodbye.